What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Self-Made Mega Farm. We are loading up some stuff from the sawmill, which I hopefully, fits just about all of it. Pretty close, I'd say. Oh, man. So we actually got a lot more going on here. I don't know if we can get that last one on or not, but we'll try. Oh, it all fits. All right. So this should be a pretty good sized load we're going to haul out. Our winter barley's still not ready. Next month maybe, but later today I have a feeling we are going to be in a good position to sell some soybean, which will be nice. See, winter barley's still a little green right there. Another month should do it though, and it'll be ready to go. Wash, so probably put down a butcher shop. That is going to cost us a pretty penny. I think they both run at about 360,000 a piece, so it'll be a little expensive, but we'll get that going. Like I said, I might be able to fit it over here somewhere. Maybe. I hope. If not, we got some land we could probably open up here and add it. Right now, I am going to keep the clock just kind of bumping around, but usually 5x for now, if we have nothing going on, I think is probably the best. So there's another 57,000 in the bank. Get some money back for us. Always enjoy seeing that going back up. Actually, while we're over here, what we need to do is we need to make sure we are set up on some things. What we're going to do right here is we're going to hit. So we'll have to adjust that in a second. But I want to make sure we are getting our sell points involved. We keep saying we're going to do this, just like I need to go back and change up the lanes we have. Come on, give me one more point. That was ridiculous. This will be everything Excel point. We're good there. I'm just gonna stop here, connect that to our course right here, and then we'll swing around and we'll run another one off to the ag fair. And I really do need to start making your folders so we have all our sell points and everything organized. We are getting to a point too where you got to start asking the questions. Do we keep running this series or what here? I guess we're gonna have to take that point. I didn't want to do that. But that's alright, because we can fix that pretty easily. I should be able to web off that. There we go. That's what we're looking for. And ag fair. If I could spell it right. And we're gonna have to make a pretty big loop. But now that we own all this land, we can kind of open this up to doing the same. And the same thing, we'll connect it to that point. So it should be pretty solid now there, which is what we wanted. I'm just gonna hit go. We might fly ahead a little bit in the day, because we really don't have much. We probably could spread some more manure in the meadow, which way that's running. What I want to do is actually head down to it. Okay, we need another month. So we'll take more hay off it this cycle and silage for the winter. So we'll do another run of hay because right now hay is at, got more hay than we do silage. But I want to top the hay off. Silage, we actually do have more bales that we could take over from the silage. They're sitting in the barn and throw those in. So we're all right there. Sawmill was full because we just took down some more to open up where our barley field is. Make it a little bit larger. Sunflower, we're still good. Cranking those out. Like to see it. Grain mill, we're getting down on corn finally, but it was expected. It was definitely a good take on that. And it was a good choice for us to put that mill in. And milk is milk. Just rolling through it. Which brings me to my next point is we should actually probably look at how much milk do we have. So milk is way down right now, but we would get $62,000 for it on a good day. So that's not too shabby. Definitely got 359,000 liters of silage left. We could technically haul up if we wanted to right now. Soybean, like I said, it's moving up fast. It'd be nice because it'd be 246,000 in the end. So I'm happy with that. And that's what I'm thinking actually is, you know what? Let's go grab those bales. Because everything else is down in price right now, including cheese. And I think we'll go grab those bales. By that time, soybeans might be ready. So we'll actually send this down to the bale shed. And then the other thing I want to check on is how much milk. Oh, we got plenty we can put in those tanks still. So we're sitting at 82,000, not bad. I do want to upgrade our cattle hauling trailer as well. So he is going to go this way because I still have not changed this course. 100% my fault. We really need to go through and make that happen. But like I said, I need to put all these in folders, so that needs to happen after this episode, I think. I think we need to get that part of it done. So we're not trying to drive through this. That's all back roads. But like I said, we'll be able to extend that field out to here. And that might be something we start doing now. Is kind of getting it set up pretty close to being where it needs to be. And then I think I'm going to leave a lot of these trees here for right now. Eventually we'll expand it, but poplar takes a while as well, so. But I believe I don't ever have to plant it again. Which I'm still, I don't know. I just feel like it's too good to be true. And I feel like maybe it's like spinach, it's actually just a couple cycles. But it does take a while to plant. So it was a lesson learned with that. But a lot of the fields are looking like they're in pretty good shape. So I'm pretty happy and pretty stoked for it. I mean, look at those right there. Like, that's good size. That's all soybeans. And I realize now we did not clean up our bale trailer, collection trailer. So we're going to have to spray that off. I was kind of in a hurry, and that was my own doing. The guy's going 100 miles per hour now. I got Easy Dev on here now instead of Power Tools, and it's a night and day difference. That's the way to put it. But it's nice to have it where if you run into any issues, you can just reset something without having to reset it all the way back to the yard. I grabbed all those, which is good. So I should be able to get all this into the TMR system, which will pretty much top that off, I believe. Try to get around here without making a mess. $231,000 liters. We can send that back to the main yard. Pretty happy with that. Only can be a couple more left, yeah. Telling me we got a partial bale in there? We got a bunch of partial bales. I'm a little confused by that. But we'll get all those out of there. I mean, there should be nothing. Yeah, look at all these different sizes. Doesn't add up to me. But there's 11 of them. We'll get those out of there. And like I said, we technically could grab the 9RX and go rip up some of that ground early so we're ready to, you know, kind of connect it all when it comes time. And like I said, we'll have to get that auto drive course switched over to be what it should be, but we can definitely get some pre-work done on that. And like I said, soybean price is going to be going up. Maybe even we'll move the clock up a little bit while we're working on this to get it there sooner. And yeah, next month. I mean, it's already looking like it's getting some, you know, dried color to it, which is kind of nice. But this will be a pretty good opportunity. And actually, I don't know why I'm driving away here. Should be right in here. Unfold this and let's see how close we can get. We'll touch that up after, but the bale trailer is on its way. Just about there. What I like to see. I think we're gonna jump in and take this over. And we can send it back to collect a little more. Fighting the gears here. I've noticed lately that's been kind of the situation after the last patch, that some of the vehicles take a little bit more to get going again. Definitely some physics changes maybe. Just go through nice and easy, and that's what we like to see. Back to the bale shed to clean up everything else. So we'll jump back into the 9RX and we'll drop that right here. Like I said, we'll leave a little bit of buffer from the roadway just so we have some wiggle room when we're setting up the trailers and everything. But this will definitely add some bushels to our harvest season. Get some more straw as well, which would be nice. And here comes that truck. I knew I could hear it revving up a little bit behind me as it goes that way. But yeah, I'm excited for what this will do, and I don't want to go too close here. It's a little closer than I wanted to, but it is a corner, so it'll be all right. And then we're just gonna lift this up for now. And I'll just run this somewhat close. It doesn't have to be perfect. Like I said, once we're able to go clean this field up, we'll do it. And probably throw down lime all through the entire thing again. Just get it all on the same level. Still have not added precision farming to this. I have been playing with it on Judith Plains. The tramline thing is a little interesting because even at the diameter, or even at the widths that you says you're set at for your equipment, they seem to never align, which I found a little interesting. So I'm not sure where the scale's off on that, but hopefully something they fix. And we'll get this going. Should be saying down at the bale shed. But no, he's not going to say because he's blocked. That is right. So we'll get to the end over here, then we'll have to switch back over to the truck. Completely forgot that that bale collection trailer is still there. Which, you know, just me being lazy. Get all these scooped up and we'll get all these random single bales. And speaking of needing to reset a trailer, so I noticed this has been happening a little more than it should be. The phantom bills is what I'll call them. And I wonder if that's where the mess up is happening. So we'll try this again. I'm going to super shrink this one. Drop it in here. Like so. We'll move this trailer out of the way. Just so we're not dealing with the extra. So we can spawn that one. We can spawn that one. I gotta do this 11 times, I guess. I mean, there's not enough space. We're dealing with some weird stuff going on with these bales. There we go. Storage is empty. That is what we like to see. Not that it's being empty is what we like to see, but that we're gonna be able to top off our TMR station. So then we'll switch back over here. We'll get this done and out of the way. So it is prepped and ready. I mean, I could technically lime this, but I just have a feeling parts of this field are gonna need it again anyway. So I'll do it all at once. I mean, this won't take too long, and when we go to alignment, it won't take too long either. We got good weather ahead of us, which helps. That'd be nice to kind of have another large field of barley going instead of two. Being we get rid of that small one. Not think it was gonna get that, and I still question whether that will be like sometimes grass just randomly pops up in the spots you thought you got, and then come planting season you're like, oh, I did miss that. ramp the time up a little bit. Let's go to 15x. That should move us along, but I think around noon those soybeans might be at the price we need them to be, so we'll start hauling those. Like I said, I'm looking forward to expanding where we can, obviously. It's plowed up, it makes it easier to open these things up and get more field space in there. Just not wide enough by the looks of it. It's alright, like one more little pass and we'll be good to go with this. Like I said, this will help for sure getting some more acreage. We're gonna fold that up for now. Bring that back to the barn. We'll get the bales unloaded. Be interesting to look back at the size of that field and kind of see where we're going to be at now for yields. Figure out if we're just going to do flour again or not. We probably don't need to clean this because next month we should be harvesting in there. So I'll just park this over on the side for now. We might just have to kind of wait for the day to move along for soybean time. There we go. Get this swung around. This will put us in really good shape too on the silage side already. There we go. We'll definitely also have to put manure down. On our meadow. This time we didn't really do it. We do have a lot of manure, so a little worried about how that's going to come out. But for right now, I want to get over here, get hooked up, get these just about ready to go for showtime. Like I said, when we get that top dollar price, I want to move the soybeans and get us up there. And we'll keep our eye out on the harvester. Probably just leave them right in here for now. We got the other trailer hooked up, so they'll all be ready to go. And those are 2 sunflowers, which should be good. But I put beans in it. Beans is in this one, so yeah, those are 2 sunflowers because we want to keep that volume up as well. Even though it takes a while, probably get away with doing corn this year. But sunflower oil, when it sells, it is a solid price for us. That was what we get from cornmeal and cracked corn. I also can't complain in that aspect. So right now, we want these to be set up to load at the grain mill. Not our grain bin site. We want them to go to sell everything, I think is the sweet spot, right? Gotta figure out, I gotta adjust the speed. I can't be running around like that. It's crazy. Grain bin site. Sell everything. Soybean. Perfect. With that said, we will probably come back when the beans are ready. I mean, they're getting there. Not far off. So we'll check that out shortly. But I'll see y'all in a bit. Alright, so we are loading up with soybeans. It's 4 in the afternoon now. Things are rolling for the most part. Definitely good price just above right now, but it's already showing that it's about to go down. So we're going to get these loaded and hauled out. And just got to make sure that we are going to the right location. So sell everything to XL is the better point. It's $12.57 right now, so $20 up from where the high point was. So we can get quite a bit of money out of that. I like to see that. And then nothing else is really back up there yet. Been keeping an eye on milk. Unfortunately, it's $100 off, so we can wait till that starts to boom up a little again, because we have plenty to do in the tank. And sunflower oil, just not there. Won't be there till probably next spring, late fall. It's usually how that one works. Just want to make sure these unload points work well for us and everything goes to plan nicely. It should drive up here, then start unloading. It's gonna unload there. A little worried about that, actually. Look at that point. That point's out there. So I guess my thought is, let's move that point up then. Just to kind of, get them really out there. Which makes me think this one, we're going to do the same now that we're actually here. I'm hoping my other truck doesn't run into me here. But it doesn't. And they should now keep that moving. So that one did the same thing as soon as it got on the ramp. So maybe that's just the trigger there for it. It's just picking it up at that point. But that looks good. We gotta move some of that cracked corn out of there again by the looks of it. Need to stack that off to the side so we have a bunch of that ready to go when it comes time. Maybe the Transtar's gears are just faulty. It's only got 24 hours on it. It's quite a few months though, but maybe that's the problem. There's some more money. Ooh. Wow. Okay. That it's a 715. We can get it in the US. That's all you can really do. 273 for this. And that's a powerful 778 horsepower. 36 hours, 40 months. I think what we need to do is we need to go investigate our 9RX. It is 61 months, 54 hours, and 691 horsepower. So with the Steiger, we would definitely make more money. This might be a move for us to sell the 9RX off. It's done its job, but we can gain another 20 months and half the hours back. So I think while these trucks are running, I think we gotta send this off. I mean, we did just purchase that Steiger there, but money-wise, this just makes sense to me. To sell the 9RX off, we get the lower Steiger there, and then we're gonna get, you know, a much more dominant piece of equipment. And my only question with that actually would be, what is the hitch? Which I think we're good. We're good with the hitch. And we don't need the crawler track broad. We'll, you know, maybe invest some money into cleaning it up a little bit. But this right here is going to make us 350 grand selling this in. Which is what we need to do. We need to boost the money up so we can buy a harvester if we have to. That's the end goal here, right? And then... yeah, that's what we want to do here. Was that the end of our soybeans already? I think it was. So one of the things I'm going to do here is bring this over in here, see what it's going to cost us. We're sitting at 500,000. I have a feeling that truck could probably get a little more. So we're going to repaint this, and then we're going to see... we get 371 for it. We're going to say yes. Because we are going to buy the Steiger. I mean, it's 778 horsepower. We're upgrading horsepower. We're saving something. We're getting money back in the end. I'm doing this swap. So I'm going to do that. Yeah, we just made 100K, give or take. We're going to go do the maintenance on it while we're here. Just to get it out of the way, right? We can do the new paint job on it because, well, it's already, you know, delivered so much for us. So that's, you know, we're still sitting way above what we would have been. That was a surprising win for us there. And then I need to stop these guys, and we need to sell what's left here. We've got the last of the soybean out. So that is a great... I'm just impressed when it comes together like that, and you know, that is a great little deal. So we made some money. June was very profitable, not only on just crop, but on trading in our 9RX and getting a Steiger with a lot more horsepower. Less hours, less months. That's a win in my book every time I look at it. Now the thing I want to know is I can't load pig food into here yet. If that trigger still doesn't work, I think I just have to get a specialized trailer or make an adjustment to these, which, I mean, I've already modded these, so I could easily do that again. Back. But ideally, that's probably going to do it for this episode. I mean, few more things came together better than I thought they would in this episode, which was kind of nice. Felt good to get those things knocked out of the way. And that new Steiger is gonna be nice on the farm. You know, we get that older one there now, so it really kind of comes together. I'm pretty happy with that. Get this one backed away for now. You made a good profit on soybeans. You know, we're sitting at just under 570,000, which is nice. So yeah, until next time, thanks for watching. Farmer Taz, out.